Hello, hello. Hello from Disneyland here in Anaheim, California. We're going to ride the Mark Twain Riverboat around the rivers of America as the sun sets here in Southern California.
Ducks, look out! Swim for your life.
Hello, Laurie. Hello, Amy. Hi, Daniel from New Jersey. Good to see you again. It's a nice chilly evening here at Disneyland as we watch the Mark Twain come around the river bend there. The Frontierland loading station here. The dock is kind of under refurbishment right now, but they're still running the Mark Twain. We can still board. I believe I'm going to get the last trip of the evening before the special event starts tonight. It's going to be Disneyland After Dark. Sweethearts Night is this evening. I'm going to be here for that. But for the time being, we're going to hang out in the park. We're going to go around the rivers of America on the Mark Twain here. Try to get a nice spot up front. It's the original Magic Kingdom, yes.
Right now, I'm supposed to get in the 40s tonight. What'd you say?
It means me sleeping.
One more night to be sleeping.
Where do you guys think we should stand? On the lower deck or the middle deck? Kind of leave it up to you. I kind of have my pick because I'm first in line here. Looks like the upper deck is closed, so we got to do either the lower one or the middle one. Amy says middle. We're gonna do middle. I agree. I think I'm gonna go with that because I'll get a little bit of a better view. So they're unloading the boat, unloading the Mark Twain Riverboat right now. We're gonna wait for everybody to get off, and then they're gonna open up this gate here, and we're gonna get to go on. As the sun's setting here.
Is it on the first floor or the second? Oh, up there? Yeah. Okay, that's where you're gonna go.
Hi, Scott. Scott says it looks great. I agree. It's a nice evening. It's a little chilly, though. And I'm going to be here till 1 a.m. at this Sweethearts Night thing, Disneyland After Dark. So if you're coming this evening, you better bundle up. It's a little chilly. And it looks like they've unloaded just about all of the passengers from that previous trip. And any moment now they should be heading over here to let in the line to get on board for the next trip around the rivers of America, around Tom Sawyer Island.
Attention out there on Frontierland, Big Thunder Trail, and all the way out in Nolan Square. This grand steamer Mark Twain is now accepting passengers and cargo for the authentic steam-powered journey up the rivers of America. Before we have you come aboard, here are just a few reminders. When boarding the Mark Twain, please take your time, look down, and watch your step. If you have small children, please take them firmly by the hand and help them on board.
Okay, here we go.
Also, we ask that you refrain from smoking, gambling, and of course, drinking alcoholic liquor while on board the Mark Twain.
Hi.
Now, this will be the first boarding call for the grand steamer Mark Twain. Board.
All right, welcome aboard.
Thank you. Here we go. We're going to go right up to the middle deck. Zachary asked, is the new tarp around Sleeping Beauty Castle up right now? Yes, actually, I took a photo of that earlier today. Oh, looks like it's blocked off.
Welcome aboard the Mark Twain Riverboat. I'll be your captain for this journey along the beautiful rivers of America.
I don't know, maybe, oh, we could go up in the back
Reminders that it was all safe during our trip.
They've roped off the
Please do not stay
stairs
or
here.
climb on the outside railings.
We're going to go up over here. I blew it already.
We don't want
Let's
to
go up this way.
anyone out of the river. Also, there should be no fires or smoking on board.
We're going to go up. Here we go.
And now, here's a few words from the first lady.
Para su seguridad, no se sienten en las barandillas exteriores ni se meten en las mismas. Asegúrense de vigilar a sus hijos y absténganse de fumar. Gracias.
We are good. We're good. All right. So we got a nice central spot here on the center middle deck, looking out over Norland Square on this Thursday evening at Disneyland. And we should be disembarking in just a few minutes. People have already grabbed the chairs down at the front of the boat. As you can tell, I'm not good with my nautical terms. Is Splash Mountain going? No, Splash Mountain is down today for refurbishment, I noticed earlier. Amy says she hasn't been to Disneyland since 1984-85. That's quite a while. It's changed quite a bit since then. And then Leonard said it's a beautiful night. Agreed. Though it is kind of cold. Some ducks in the water over here. $2010, you've been to Disney World in 2010, yeah. That's a long time too, though. That's almost a decade. And that's changed a lot down there as well in the last decade. I only go every once in a while down to Florida, but it's always different when I get down there. So the parks are undergoing a lot of changes right now. I'd say after the next couple years, you probably want to visit again because there's a lot of new stuff opening up. Especially here, you got Star Wars Galaxy's Edge that we'll see on this trip, and then the Marvel superhero themed land opening over at Disney California Adventure next year, 2020. Missed the Mickey ice cream bars. Well, you can get those in your local supermarket now. In case you missed that, they're selling a slightly smaller version of the Mickey Mouse ice cream bars in the supermarket freezer. Lupus put up a picture of something. I can't tell what that is supposed to be. Hi from ice-covered Wisconsin. Hello. Hi, Tiffany. Hi, Amy. Cool. Oh, yeah, Amy I was talking to earlier. We're just waiting to disembark here as they load the rest of the guests onto the Mark Twain Riverboat. We're just looking out over into Norland Square, and that's the River Bell Terrace restaurant dead ahead. Golden Horseshoe Saloon right there on our left. And you can see the Frontier Landing dock area is under refurbishment right now. And then up there further on the right is Pirates of the Caribbean. There's Tarzan's Treehouse. You can kind of see some of the lights from that over there, and the rest of Norland Square further on in the distance. So we're going to pass all that once the boat starts moving here, which should be any moment, hopefully. Hi, Jeffrey. Hi, Jeffrey Giordano. If you're just joining us, we're on the Mark Twain Riverboat on the rivers of America at the original Disneyland in Anaheim, California. It is Thursday evening. Hi, Christopher from Fillmore. Amy says she knows Doobie and Rebecca a long time. I just met Doobie for the first time very recently, right after I started working here at Laughing Place. Disneyland Love, indeed. Tonight is Sweethearts Night at Disneyland. Oh, hang on, I can show you the Disneyland Sweethearts Night. Here we go. We're gonna go. Anyway, this is the event that's happening a little later on. I've already checked in. I got this. I already put this in my pocket and ruined it, but I'll get another one before I go. This is Disneyland After Dark Sweethearts Night. We're gonna be seeing a bunch of cool characters and photo ops and stuff. So watch the Laughing Place Twitter, and we'll be posting about that all evening. Here we go. Taking off.
Cast off bow line. Engine room. Ahead 1/4. Engine room. Ahead 3/4. Legsman. Sound off. Bob off. Bob 1.
That's the legsman calling out the depth markings so we can avoid running aground. Mark Twain is not just the name of a river
Hi, Cheryl.
or
Thank
a great
you.
American author. It also means the water here is 2 fathoms deep. That means it's safe enough for us to proceed on our steam-powered journey along the rivers of America. On our trip, we'll visit the magnificent Columbia of the Great Northwest, the graceful Missouri of the windswept plains, and the rugged Rio Grande along the border of Texas and Mexico. I'll be sure to point out interesting sights along the way and even tell you about the legend of the trip. We begin our trip right here on the mighty Mississippi, heading south and ending up down in New Orleans.
There's Pirates of the Caribbean right there, dead ahead. And the rest of New Orleans Square coming up. And up next is going to be the Haunted Mansion, right there.
New Orleans is rich in history, music, good food, and ghost stories. One of those stories involves the old mansion you see over there on the hill. I've heard it said that the place is haunted, filled with 999 ghosts, ghouls, and goblins. And they're looking for one more to make it an even 1,000. If you're brave enough, you should see for yourself after we arrive back at the landing in Frontierland.
Hi, Lindsay. Yeah, me too. I like riding at nighttime as well. There's the sailing ship Columbia, docked in Fowler's Harbor there. And across the way we can see some of the lights on Tom Sawyer Island. This is probably going to be one of the darker parts of our journey.
We're now passing Fowler's Harbor. This is home port for the 3-masted windjammer, the Columbia, the first American ship to circumnavigate the globe. Here's a bit of history for you. The Columbia set sail from Boston Harbor in 1787. She rounded Cape Horn and became the first American ship to carry the Stars and Stripes around the world. The most famous landmark
Splash
in
Mountain,
this area
not
is
running
Splash
today.
Mountain, named for the fact that everyone seems to have a splashing good time when they visit. Splash Mountain is part of Critter Country, a remote wilderness filled with tall pines, rustic buildings, backward bayous, and one of those tall tales we often hear along the river. The story is that the birds and animals that live here can talk, sing, and dance. Like I said, just another tall tale.
A lot of ducks in our way. Hope they're going to get out of our way.
While you're in Critter Country, you might want to grab a paddle and try your hand at the Explorer canoes. You can work up a real good sweat rowing one of those around the river. Me, I'll take the comfort of the Mark Twain Riverboat any day.
Here's the Hungry Bear restaurant on our left. This is looks great. It looks great after the remodel they did here. They built this whole new pathway along the riverside that leads to the west side of Star Wars Galaxy's Edge. Well, I was having trouble finding the focus there. Hang on. There we go. I know. We had to dodge those ducks. I think they got out of the way though. It's very dark. I'm sorry. It's just a lot of silhouettes of trees. And then coming up here, you're going to be able to see the peaks of Star Wars Galaxy's Edge and the planet Batuu and Black Spire Station beyond the berm over here.
I've been navigating these parks for years, but I never get tired of taking in the breathtaking beauty of the Columbia River. The majestic trees, the stunning rock formations, the cascading waterfalls, the moose, deer, and elk along the banks. It's all so magnificent and so peaceful.
There's a Disneyland Railroad passing by. If you can see it, I'm sorry, it's very dark. But the railroad, the train is running right along with the riverboat right now.
Off to the side of the river is the king, and I do believe he's giving us a sign of peace. That means we're all clear as we head up the Missouri River to the home of the Plains Indians.
Love these new waterfalls too. That's where they hide the phantasmic rafts behind that waterfall there. Amy asked how much is a single day ticket these days. It varies depending on the day, but it's well over $100 at this point.
Sharing a story about all of us. He's telling the tale of how a woodpecker taught a young tribe to take a hollowed-out branch and turn it into that most wondrous of musical instruments. It's a legend, but the culture has passed down from generation to generation. And there, just beyond the shaman, is a tribe of Plains Indians, setting up their camp along the banks of the river. They'll be here for a few months and then move on.
It's pretty dark at this point, so apologies if you can't see that much.
As we continue our journey, keep a close eye on the riverbanks. There's a good chance we might catch a glimpse of moose, mountain lions, and other wildlife.
We're coming around the final bend here before we dock back in Frontierland. And you can see way in the background there the peaks of Space Mountain over in Tomorrowland. Kind of an incongruous sight line here, but that's okay. You're welcome, Scott. Yeah, they've got these chairs out.
Off the starboard side is Pirate's Lair at Tom Sawyer Island. Young Tom always said he wanted to be a pirate, and I think I see why. If you're a pirate, you don't need to get up early in the morning and go to school. And you never have to wash your face and hands. All you have to do is just look for treasure all day long. At least that's what Tom Sawyer thought. We're now heading back into civilization along the Rio Grande. Off in the distance are the towering buttes of Big Thunder Mountain. Rumor has it that the railroad built to haul gold out of the mountain has been seized by supernatural forces, and they've turned the mining trains into the wildest ride in the wilderness. Of course, that may be just another legend of the river. Just ahead is the Frontierland, where our journey ends. On behalf of our entire crew, I'd like to thank you for booking passage on the Twain Riverboat. At this time, we ask that you prepare to disembark. If you're on one of the upper decks, please make your way down to the first deck. The stairways to the right side and the back of the boat, they offer the quickest and easiest route. We hope you enjoyed your voyage with us and that you'll visit us again in Radio City.
All right, that was the Mark Twain Riverboat going all the way around Tom Sawyer Island on the rivers of America, around Dusk here at Disneyland, the original Disneyland in Anaheim, California. We can head out here. We're gonna disembark, as they say. Hi guys. Here's the bandstand. Take one last look at the Mark Twain here from the dock. It is really nice to be able to ride it after dark, which doesn't happen too often when Fantasmic is running. They'll shut it down right before dusk. And Fantasmic is on a hiatus right now for a number of weeks. They get it ready for the spring and summer seasons. So we get to enjoy it at nighttime. I'm heading out into Frontierland here. If anyone has any requests real quick, I can stream for probably another 10 minutes or so. But we're gonna walk past Big Thunder Mountain Railroad.
I know, but the thing is, you want me to lie? This downtown Disney hot dogs, remember? Oh, you want to go down there?
We're gonna do the Big Thunder Trail this way. Maybe we'll end up over in Fantasyland.
All that's left is Star Tours.
It's really. There's Big Thunder. And here's the Big Thunder Mountain Trail. They're setting up for the Disneyland After Dark event, which begins here in a couple hours. There's photo ops all around the park, including down here by the center entrance to Star Wars Galaxy's Edge. There's going to be a photo op there. It is chilly. It's chilly. My hands are getting a little
2018 was the year of pots.
tingly.
First, I went.
We're heading to Fantasyland. We're going to continue down the trail past the smoking area. Oh boy, I can't wait for that to go away. My lungs, my lungs.
Let's do like a 4-day weekend either here and go play.
Oh, I know. You guys want to see the front of the castle. Sleeping Beauty Castle has this scrim in front now, which is it's got a painting of some concept art. So we'll go around. We'll go through Fantasyland. You can't actually cut through the castle right now. So we'll go through and around past Alice in Wonderland, past the Matterhorn. And we'll wind up back in front of the Sleeping Beauty Castle. Here we are in Fantasyland. I'm getting some deja vu. This is very similar to the path I took in the last live stream we did when we did the Valentine's Day scavenger hunt. Here's King Arthur Carousel. Dumbo, the flying elephant. We're gonna hang right over here this time, past Mad Tea Party. And then past Alice in Wonderland. I guess this is the same way we went last time too. There's a Mad Tea Party happening. That looks cool at nighttime, always. Wow, look at those colors. It's popping pretty well on the video too. Here's Alice in Wonderland. Right there. Okay, here we go. Gonna make a break for it. We're going down the parade route here. Past the Matterhorn. Matterhorn is up here on the left. There it is. So we're going to the castle. We're gonna go check out Sleeping Beauty Castle before we wrap it up, because there's that nice new tarp, new scrim over the castle. Hopefully they have it lit up at nighttime. Oh yeah, it's kind of lit up. It's kind of lit up. Here we go. It's right there. So this is what the castle looks like right now. They've got this scrim with the concept art on it. Let's go around the front. While they clean it up, they're doing like a refresh. It's gonna look nice and new, get a nice new paint job. Some slightly different color scheme, I think. Okay, here it is. Look. This is what it looks like at nighttime. They've got like kind of a purplish blue light on it. Okay. So if you come to Disneyland right now and you want to get a picture in front of the castle, it's gonna look like this. But that's okay. We understand that it needs to be refreshed every once in a while. They got to clean it up and make it look nice and shiny for the big summer season that's coming up. And here's the rest of the hub. We're gonna spin around one time. You can see down Main Street, USA. Over to Tomorrowland. And back to Sleeping Beauty Castle. Thank you so much for watching. Put around here. It's Mike from Laughing Place. Thanks for tuning in. Hope you had fun riding the Mark Twain Riverboat with me.